Hello, welcome to the Harlem Fine Arts Show. And this is my baby sister, my great sister friend, artist extraordinaire, Verna Hart. Please.
Thank you.
Now tell me, what brings you here today?
Well, first of all, I feel like I made a full circle. I'm a Harlemite. Born, bred, and buttered in Harlem is what I like to call myself. And coming home with your artwork is just a full circle. It feels like the thing to do. So I'm very proud to be from Harlem, as well as being here right now representing my creative family, one of many creative people here today.
Let me tell you something about Verna. When I met her, she had these little earphone things in her ears. And she loved jazz, you know? I'm a little older than her, and I always thought she was kind of young to be liking jazz like that, but she was a jazz buff. And to this day, most of her work is influenced by jazz. And I thought that her art, the colors, are just wonderful. You know, I don't know many other people who really have a natural genius for color. And so tell me a little bit more about your work.
Well, this particular piece here is called They Loved Us, and it depicts a jazz performance at Grant's Tomb on the Jazzmobile. And the Jazzmobile is basically this open trailer that would bring jazz to neighborhoods in New York. From borough to borough, it would feature who's who in jazz on this trailer. And this particular performance, I tell you, it was just great to capture because the people were there, the music was live, the energy was great, and I wanted to capture the fact that the audience loved the performance, and that's why I entitled it They Loved Us.
Yes. Now, Verna loved music so much, she named her children after famous musicians, jazz musicians.
I did. My oldest daughter, her name is Yubi, as in Yubi Blake, and I always tell her that the person that she is named after was a great jazz pianist who lived to be 100 years old. Mm-hmm. And she's very proud of that.
And aren't you a protege of Romeo Bearden?
Yes, Romeo Bearden was one of my greatest inspirations as a creative person. And when I was a very young artist, he came to my first one-woman show and purchased my work. So to have your favorite artist come to your show and buy a piece of yours was the greatest compliment. So I'll never forget his support.
And she has a Romeo Bearden in her home.
I do.
I saw it myself. Yeah.
I do. And my son's name is Romeo as well.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Too? Yeah.
Yes.
What drives you to do music and jazz and stuff like that? What drives you?
Well, as an artist, I feel we have visual voices. We have something to say visually, but musically, jazz to me speaks about us as a people as well. And so to combine both mediums, both jazz and music, is something I love doing because I feel that the elements in jazz are also in fine art. So I find great pleasure and joy in combining the two, so that the sounds that you see, you can actually hear as well as feel.
Now, if you was to think about your legacy as an artist, as a human being, what would you want people, or young people, or older people to remember and respect about you?
I would like for folks to look at my work and realize that I tried to capture a moment in time, a musical moment in time, and to appreciate the fact that I dedicated my life doing it. And I hope that I made a visual, I'm going to say, contribution and difference in representing us as a people.
My girl, my favorite sister girl, Verna. Peace. Well, I want you to know how I met this young sister, this prolific artist, Verna Hart. I was at the Fulton Art Fair one summer, and she came over to me, something that she saw in me that she liked. So then one day she came and she said, Sadakisha, let's go to Italy. Now I'm thinking, I want to go to Africa. First. But she's like, come on, we're going to get credit from Pratt. So she was just cute and just as bubbly, and, you know, she was motivating me. So I said, okay, I'll go to Italy, right? We went to Italy. We was the only artists with Pat working, you know?
That's true. That's true.
And Verna had her earphones in, and she was jazzing up. She didn't pay no attention but her jazz. And You know what? It's a very rare occasion, or either I was privileged to hear Verna sing. And she has a beautiful, beautiful voice. And I kept telling her, come to New York and sing. No! But that's where we bonded, and that's where we became sisters, you know. And if you want to talk
That's
about
true. There we were, way out in Venice, Italy. Keisha and I getting on boats and gondolas, taking us everywhere.
They love black women.
Yes, they did. We felt like queens in Italy because we were.
I got so many free gondola rides and stuff. I was sitting down there like Picasso and then Verna. I said, come on, let's go into the gondola, you know. But I wasn't used to that. She had tight body and everything. I had to, you know what. And time them people were sitting down eating, they stop everything, go. And it started getting to me after a while.
That's true. I felt like a celebrity because everywhere we went, it was a big deal. And just from being black and beautiful. But hey, that's what God gave us, right?
Yeah.
So there we were in Italy painting up a storm, and we had a wonderful summer together. We really did.
And I'll never forget it, you know?
Yes.
And also when she came to Restoration and she did one of those pieces over there. Come on, let's go over to this piece. This piece I watched her work on. I remember you had sat at a fire, right, in your studio?
Yes, I did.
And I said, Verna, come on over to Restoration and paint. And she had all these big cans of paints, and she was just like, little. I used to say, we could look kind of doofy together because I would always have the small pieces of art. And she'd come with all these huge paintings. I said, maybe we should switch because I'm big and you small. You know? But I guess the big people want to be small, and the small people are huge.
That's
you know?
right. That's
so
right.
it was like, you know, she's huge in her own way, you know, so I just thank the Lord. And I watched her grow, and she's just like one of the top female artists out there to be reckoned with. You know, she's really, really talented.
Thank you.
You know, and I'm really proud.
And I'm proud to be in her family, creative family. We got the same DNA.
That's right. Is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to thank you guys for just, you know, making artists shine by interviewing us and making us feel great about what we do. Thank you.
And the thing is, we have to support each other, you know. I mean, a lot of times other people be writing our stories and stuff, and they don't really respect us as artists.
That's right.
And when you go through the same struggle as another artist, you know, you want them to shine. That's why I do the producing thing. That's why Melvin does the producing thing.
Excellent.
It's because a lot of times people use our art to make the environment cultural, but they don't respect us.
That's right.
And so I just want to give homage and respect to
and you do it well.
The black artists. This my baby. This my baby.
Thank you so much.